This video covers the flow-based note-taking method. The flow-based note-taking method is attributed to a researcher named Scott Young, and Scott Young thought that taking notes via structured outlines or mind maps was just a little too confining, and he felt like that it interrupted the creative flow, and it kind of prevented people from being able to take as robust and quality notes as they needed to. Some learners just aren't organized. It doesn't come naturally to organize things in a hierarchy, and so he basically said that notes should be taken the same way that we think, where we jot some things down, we revisit, we reorganize, we restructure, we just kind of have a mess, and then we try to put it together in a way that's meaningful for our own way of thinking. So to demonstrate this note-taking strategy, I again am just using OneNote. I'm actually utilizing my own notes because I do tend to do flow-based note-taking because it works best for me. I really like the ability to just freehand notes, and you can do this on paper. You don't need technology. Probably your notes already look a lot like flow-based note-taking. It's just a little bit of tweaking that we need to do if we are the type of people who think this way. So here's an example of my brainstorming when Dr. Hernandez and I are planning your classes. As you know, some of you are taking this class in person, some of you are taking it online, and we have to make sure that the content that's delivered to each of you is the same. And so we have to strategize how the actual lectures are going to compare to the materials that are uploaded. So, this isn't just something we throw together willy-nilly. There's thought processes that go into it. So as I'm brainstorming, I start taking notes, and down the left side of the page here you see that I'm just basically putting what week we're going to be in and what the overall topic is. And then we go back and we look at each week, and Dr. Hernandez lets me know what type of material she would like to see incorporated into the class. And so on the right you see that I have jotted down some notes about what she really would like to see uploaded. And then when I come back and I look at these notes, I start trying to put in the information that I need in order to help make it happen. So I'm the geek of the operation. I know that I need to create certain items in the D2L structure. I know that I need to contact certain offices and get information. I know that I need to remember certain key points. I know that we may want to use some videos, and I don't want to forget where those videos are. If I save them as a bookmark on one computer and then I am trying to upload from another, am I going to have everything? So when I go back and I revisit the notes, that's where you see that I'm starting to drop in key pieces of information that we want to use this particular video, and so I'm just going to go ahead and insert a link that tells me where it is. You see that I'm making notes about software needs. The tablet that I was working from on that particular day needed Acrobat, and so I needed to go into our system resources and make sure that I had the most current version of Acrobat. So just taking notes, reminding me of what I needed to do in order to make it happen. So note-taking for your course would not be a lot different. You would start with some bubbles or boxes or blocks or basic modules of your major subjects, and then you would go back and you would revisit those subjects, and you would think about what key pieces of information belong there. You'll also see that line drawing is a big part of flow-based note-taking, because you jot down a note and then you realize, well, that really closely works with the note beside it or above it or maybe at the top of the page, and so you'll see all of these intricate lines and circles and boxes, and it's just what works best for you to organize the materials. But again, This note-taking system is not for everyone. It's not laid out as logically as the hierarchy structures. It may be confusing, it may be too much information for some. So you just kind of have to work with your own methods. But I like to kind of incorporate a little bit of the hierarchy as far as the structure to the left. And then you see that, I've even got a little bit of mind map junk going on. I've got several different note-taking strategies all working together to remind me of everything that needs to happen in order for us to create this content. So it really is more of a hybrid note-taking strategy. You can really use anything from pencil and paper to the most high-tech software systems out there to do this, but really it just needs to be consistent. If you are going to take notes in a notebook, always use the same notebook. If you are going to take notes in OneNote, always use OneNote, because the failure of this type of system is when you do not do the same thing consistently, then you start running into issues of, I don't know if that's on paper, if that's in my tablet, if that's in my laptop, if that's at my dad's house, if that's at my mom's house. You just need to have one place that you do it. It does not matter what type of technology or lack of technology that you integrate in order to do this.